Hey, let's take a look at interval notation. With this type of notation, there's two symbols you need to be familiar with, a parenthesis and a bracket. A parenthesis means we do not want to include that value, while a bracket means we want to include that value. So let's practice. Let's say I have a number line here with -2. And I don't want to include -2 in the solution set, but I want to include everything to the right of -2. Now when we write our answer, you start on the left and work your way right. We do not want to include -2, so we're going to start with a parenthesis, then -2, and everything to the right reaches positive infinity. And infinity symbols always have a parenthesis. Let's try another. Let's say I have a boundary point at 3, and I want to include everything to the left of 3, and I want to include 3, so I'm going to color in that circle. So again, starting on the left and reading to the right, we begin at negative infinity and travel until we get to 3. And because 3 circled in, we want to include it, so we'll use a bracket. Now for the last one, let's combine these two. Let's have the two boundary points at -2 and 3. With an open circle at -2, shading everything in between until I get to 3 and circling in 3. So I do not want to include -2, so I'll use a parenthesis, and then traveling until I get to 3, and I want to include that, so I'll use a bracket. And that's interval notation. Hope this helps.